Hey guys, coming in with another video today because I'm going to start doing these every single day for as long as I'm able to, as long as I have the possibility of making a video, I'm going to make sure that I make a video. It's part of what being a bulldog means for me. Being a hard ass, being the best version of myself that I can be. Now, I don't want to go and destroy myself, just run until I literally die. But I want to run until I literally feel like I'm going to die, and then keep going until my body collapses. Like I, that's that's my goal. Same with, but it's not just being a bulldog isn't just about the physical aspect, and it really is. And I was able to push myself yesterday, and I pushed myself today with some push-ups, and I'm gonna do some body weight training, but it's not just about the physical part to me. I often get distracted when I'm trying to program. I get distracted and I play games instead of doing what I'm supposed to do. Or in other times, I will think that I just can't do something. I can't learn how to do something. I can't figure it out. I'm just not that good. So, being part of being a bulldog means to me is being able to just do anything that I set my mind to. And I have to convince myself that I can do it, but the best way to convince myself that I can do it is by having done it. So I was thinking, like, so to all of today, I was able to focus on studying for at least 8 hours. I didn't time myself. I don't have a timer. That'd be good to get. It'd help me out, but I just started going from when I woke up, and I didn't stop unless I had to eat, or I didn't stop until I had to go run a couple errands, but then I came back and I went right back into it, and I got a lot done. I'm proud of myself. I did get a lot done. I had already done the sections that I was doing, but I don't want to just do problems. I want to master them. David Goggins said that he had to do like 67,000 pull-ups to train to do 4,000 pull-ups in one day. Now, being the world's best, setting the world's pull-up record really isn't my goal. My goal is to create like badass programs, badass games, badass education material, uh, all kinds of cool stuff like that. So my thought is if this guy had to do 67,000 pull-ups to do 4,000 pull-ups, and there's the parable of the Chinese artist who had to draw the chicken, and he was tasked to paint the most beautiful chicken in the world, and so he painted hundreds and thousands of chickens until he could paint a chicken so perfectly that then he went and painted the chicken. It only took him 30 minutes to paint that particular chicken, but he had spent thousands of hours practicing beforehand. It's kind of like the same, I think, from games. I'm going to have to create a whole bunch of games. I'm going to have to program a whole bunch of just examples and prototypes, testing my ideas out before I can finally then sit down and create a game. Now, of course, part of making prototypes, I'll be making games, of course. They just won't be the game that I'm finally known for, the game that everyone loves to play and reaches millions of people. And I mean, maybe one of the prototypes will become that, but really what the prototypes are for me to train to get to that point. Just like doing 67,000 pull-ups to train to do 4,000 pull-ups, or painting chickens for years to paint one chicken, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of programming for that one program, the one that matters, the one that counts. That's part of what being a bulldog is for me, being able to sit down and focus, train myself to be disciplined, to be able to spend vast amounts of time doing what I want to create the future that I want for myself and for the rest of humanity. I spent some time thinking of how I was going to start making videos on the Journey to Master Programmer channel again, because I stopped doing that, and part of being a bulldog is creating those, because those are very important to me. I learned a lot while I was making them, and people started watching them. I went back and checked it, and one of the videos had like 37 views, and it had a lot of them were from like YouTube searches. So some people actually found it useful. I didn't get any comments and no likes, no subscribes. But you know what? Some people had looked at it. Some people had found it on their own. So if some people are going to find that material, if I can create something even more valuable than just Nanda Tetris, because I'm done with that, if I can create some really good C++ material, some really good SFML material, some really good just game design material, obviously people are going to find it on that channel. I think it has more views than just random vlogging channel has, which is impressive because it started with 0 and I've watched it grow. So I have some plans for what I'm going to do with that. I need to refine those plans. I wrote them down, so I just need to go over them again and see how feasible those are. Something about teaching myself C++ using only physical items, so no complex abstractions, but going through it, looking at it as if it was all physical, and then relating that back into computers. And maybe that would be good for kids or people who don't have a programmer mindset, and even for myself, because I know I really mastered those first Nanda Tetris weeks when I was making videos about them, because I was spending so much time with it, becoming so immersed and involved with it. I know that is a good way to learn, teaching other people. So I've learned some things. Now I need to put those into action. And now that I'm going to be a Bulldog, I'm going to put those into action full force. So I still have some other stuff I need to do. I'm completing a few other courses I have, but I'm just going right through them nonstop. And I'm proud of myself for that. And I'm going to keep going at it. Take care, guys.